Well, today we're going to review three past events by two different Yoshi promotions, but also some latest updates that are coming from about Mickey James and also some of the AEW Dark Talent are now doing their WWE tryouts at this point. But all of that will be reviewed, discussed, and talked about on this episode of Deleted Wrestle Zone.
Are you ready? Get up, get up! 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 Get up, get up!
Hey everyone, welcome to the Deleted Wrestle Zone. All things that it's pro wrestling with AEW, NXT, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, the National Wrestling Alliance, various promotions, wrestlers, matches, and championships. I am your host, Jay, right here. So let's begin with the first Yoshi promotion by Actwres Girl Z. This one is called the Act in Korakuen Hall. This took place previously on April 4th of 2021. First match, we have Ami Miura versus Yuko Sakurai. Now, I have seen these two wrestlers on different promotions, either Diana or Ice Ribbon, and of course, Got to Move. But it's these girls are phenomenal in every aspect. But I did not. I was a bit biased on this one because I seen these girls previously, but I didn't know who was going to win. But I was surprised it was Yuko Sakurai who pulled it off with the victory by pinning Mirai. So congratulations on that. The next one we have is a six-woman tag team match. We got Waka Tsukayama, Ayano Ari, and Rina Amikura taking on Mai Sukaru, Kogo, and Momo Tani. Now, in this one, I have noticed a lot on this one because the um Sakurui and Kogo and Tani, they seem like the heelish faction in this group because I seen them on certain occasions, but the other team did pretty well. Um, did not expect a whole lot, but I was a bit not how do I say, see if there was anything related to story wise in these events because it kind of doesn't. But I can tell you that it was um Sakakurai, Kogo, and Momotani won this match, all thanks to Momotani picking up the pin for her team. Next match we have is a tag team. We got Sakuran Bonita and Yumi Hayashi taking on Miko Anoi and Noah Ajik, Agarashi. So pretty much I didn't know who this one is one of those teams I did not know. Both sides I didn't know, but I can tell you anyway who won, and that is of course Miko and Noah. Now the next match is another tag team match. We have Misa Natsui and Haruka Umasaki, who I've seen before on Diana, taking on Mission 4K, Kakeru Sekiguchi, and Akino. Now, these two women were previously the tag team champions from another promotion. However, they have to get back in the game. But this was also another good match because there were Mission 4K was a really good team that that I began to follow. I feel they're a solid team. Like they're vicious. Even some what's her name, Sekiguchi. She's a very good striker. And that's what I liked about her. But however, it was Aquino who picked up the victory for Mission 4K, and I enjoyed it. Now the next match is for the AWG Tag Team titles between Akira Shimizu and Mari taking on Spice App, Maika Ozaki, and Tai Hona. Now another great match on this one too because as you know, Spice App won these titles during a vacancy and they work real hard to get to the top, and that's exactly. But they knew there'll be challengers coming their way, and um, Shimizu and Mari were a really good team. Mari kind of reminds me a bit of like the like Jade, Kitana, and Milani from Mortal Kombat. All three women. But I did enjoy it. But however, it was Space Lab retained the titles, all thanks to Tai Honai, who picked up the pin for her team. Main event we got is the AWG title between Saki and of course the champion Miyuki Takase. Excellent match too. Saki, I have seen her before. She made recent appearance at Got to Move, but this match could have gone either way. But it was an amazing match too. I did not expect it was going to be a title change, but it did. Saki won, becoming the AWG champion, and I'm really happy for that. I don't think she did show that title at Gatumu, but somewhere down the line she probably will show it off. But I think that's pretty much it with the Actwres Girl Z. So let's move on with the 2 days of Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. Okay, it's been a while since I did review one of their promotions. I'm talking about Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. This is from the spring tour of 2021 for the Bullet. This one was on what was it? March 21st of this year, which ironically was my brother's birthday back in March. But it was fun. Now, this next match, the opening match was Moka Mikamoto taking on Mizuki. Now, I kind of figured Mizuki was going to win because Mizuki is one of the top stars in Yoshi promotion. I've seen her many times. I mean, her involvement with Yuka Sakazaki as the magical sugar rabbit, her storylines with Maki Ito. But I kind of figured now, not to disrespect Moka Mikamoto, she's good. She's a good solid wrestler, but she's nowhere near in the same kind of capabilities with Mizuki. But I can take the match no matter what because Mizuki is one of the fan favorites. I mean, I like her. Even her teaming with Yuka Sakazaki is one of the reasons I enjoy watching her. So she won her match on this one. The next match we have is a 6-woman tag team match. We have Sena Shiori teaming with Mahito Kiroi, Hakari Noah taking on Haruna Neko, Palm Harajuku, and Noah Kakuta. Pretty much, I did not. I wasn't too much sold on this one because I didn't see there was no storyline build or whatever. But however, I did mention about Cena Shirai before, but I'll bring that up at another later time. But it was a very good match, very interesting. But I did not expect a whole lot because, like I said, I didn't see any storyline build up on this one. But it was Neko, Harajuku, and Kakuta who won the match. I don't remember how it happened. I'm assuming maybe a pinfall. I'm not sure. Next match is a three-way match. We have Zazumi, Shoko Nakajima, and of course the magical girl and one half of the magical sugar rabbits, Yuka Sakazaki. Really fun match. I enjoy it. To me, I kind of had two people that could have won this match, and that was Shoko Nakajima and of course Yuka Sakazaki because I'm a fan of Yuka Sakazaki. That's why they call her the magical girl. But I have to say, Shoko Nakajima really pulled off the victory very well when she pinned Suzumi. And there was nothing Yuka Sakazaki could do to change the win. Next match we have is another three-way. We have Raku teaming up with Marika Kobashi, Hyper Misawa taking on Arisu Endo, and of course the Bakuretsu sisters, consisting of Yuka Inoi and Nodoka Temna. Um, as you know, the Baku sisters are currently the Princess Tag Team Champions. They're fully aware that Neo Bishik and Goon are coming for their titles, but I'll bring that up in the next one. But it was a really fun match. I kind of figured this was gonna end in a big in Endo and of course the Bakuretsu sisters wake. I think it was Yuki Inoue who pulled off the win for her team. Now the main event we have Mirai Mayumi teaming with Miyu Yamashita taking on Hakuchumu, consisting of Miyu Watanabe and Rika Tatsumi. Now Rika is the current Princess champion. She's a bit more ruthless in the ring, but that doesn't stop Yamashita a lot because Yamashita will take a punch, she'll throw you a punch, but that's what she did. But however, that did not end the case. It was, of course, Hakuchumu who actually won the match by a pinfall, all thanks to Rika. So that's pretty much it what happened in this particular day for Tokyo Joshi Pro. So let's move on to the next one of the following day or following days leading up to this second day of uh, what is it? Spring Tour 2021, the Bullet. Okay, so we're in the second day of the Spring Tour 2021, the Bullet. This one took place on the 27th of May. I have to say this one was one of the best ones I've seen so far in this latest tour they were doing back in March. So let's start from finish. The first match is a tag team match. We got Suzumi, Mayumi, and Mahori Kyuri taking a hyper Masawa and the Magical Sugar Rabbits, consistent of Mizuki and Yuka Sakazaki. As I always been fans of the Magical Sugar Rabbits, they really are a fun team, and of course this team ended with the favor of Yuka Sakazaki. Come on, they're one of the fun teams I love watching, even when they're together. So I give them props for that. Next match we have is a tag team match. We got Sina Shiori teaming with Hikari Noa taking on the Bakuretsu sisters, Yuki Inoue and Nodoka Temna. Once again, the Bakuretsu sisters, more dominant as always. Not to mention, Temna put up a very interesting submission lock move. I love it. I love how they do. They are the dominant tag team faction, but however, can they hold up to their end of the bargain, being the Princess Tag Team champions on this one? Next match we have Haruni Neko and Noah Kakura and Shoko Nakajima taking on Arusi Endo, Marika Kabashi, and Yuki Kamifuku. Now this was another good match. However, the match ended when of course um, I think it was Noah Kakura who pinned Yuki Kamifuku. Reason is, Kamifuku is in fact was the or is the international princess champion, one of the three championships she has. So she challenged her since she was the one who pinned her, because automatically if you pin that person, you get a shot of the title, and that's how it works down in Japan. But I don't know what the promo said, but it's going to be good. Next match we have Moka Yamoto taking on the leader of Neo Bishiki Gun, um, Sakisama with May Saint Michelle. You know for a fact May Saint Michelle's gonna be there no matter what, and that's how it works. Even when the referee's not working, she gets involved. But this was one of those matches that Sakisama is making a statement after she won her match, when she put Miyamoto in a one leg Boston crab. However, in post match, they called out the Bakuretsu sisters because, as you know, they won the tag team tournament. They get a guaranteed shot of the titles. Now, however, the Bakuretsu sisters are not taking them very likely, but we will see that match soon enough. Now, the main event, we got Maki Ito finally mention her. Raku and Miya Yamashita taking on Pam Hakuchumu with Miyu Wanabe and Rika Tatsumi. A really fun match. I enjoyed, especially when I see both Maki Ito and Yamashita teaming up. But however, in this particular match, it seems like this will lead for Maki Ito to fight Rika for the Princess of Princess titles, and hopefully that's on the upcoming event. But it was a really, really fun match. I enjoyed this one. I have to say, this day was way more better than the first one. I'm not disrespecting the matches, but this one was more interesting because that's when their stories were being built up. So I think that's pretty much it. So let's go with the news updates regarding Mickey James and of course some AEW talent AEW Dark talent appearing at the WWE tryouts at the Performance Center. Okay, here's some news updates for all of you. Those who don't know, I mentioned this not too long ago. Mick Foley put out a tweet sending a message to Vince saying, "Hey Vince, an all-female brand within WWE needs to happen, or else AEW will beat you to the punch." Now, where did this idea come from? That's something that never crossed my mind until I came across this article. It was revealed Mickey James had brought up an idea to make an all-female brand within WWE, but they shut it down because they believe this will not generate any money. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It could generate money. Come on. I mean, but she did say we should do more Mae Young Classic events, which was we haven't done for a while, and of course the evolution. What are we waiting for? WWE is wasting their time with these women. But however, because she was released, we can honestly believe she can get this idea elsewhere. Now, who could actually benefit for this? I think, in my opinion, it could be AEW. Reason is this: Kenny Omega did mention not too long ago saying that he would like to have an all female AEW brand. Now think about it. What if he pitches the idea to Tony to have Mickey James come in to work on that? If they successfully do this, then this would draw a lot of criticism with WWE telling them, "Why didn't you do this?" But Mickey James, since she's been released from the company, this has now been her focus. Now, if she can't get any major promotion that would love to have an all-female brand in their promotions, then she will probably have no other choice but to start one of her own. But some people say, don't we have enough? Yeah, but here's the thing: what if you build an all-female brand that could go into the mainstream? That would be interesting. Who would accept a TV deal? I don't know, but I'm really interested to see. Now, the next one, this was reported recently that many AEW Dark talent have been making their way to the Performance Center for AEW tryouts. Amongst them is Alex Gracia, who recently did say she was involved in a trial back in 2019, but it didn't go anywhere else. So did Natalia Malkova and Tesha Price, and there's plenty more. Now, it's still unclear who actually appeared in AEW Dark are in fact in the tryouts. I don't know, but this is kind of another question because I think people are saying they got good talent they can hire, but true. But we all know that WWE has been criticized for hiring Eva Marie. Are now fans, especially the hardcore fans, could be satisfied seeing this. I don't know, but we'll see what's gonna happen. We'll pull a pin on this one and talk about it at some other point. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this episode where I talk many of the Yoshi promotions. There'll be more to come, especially more coming from Japan. Stay tuned for some things from the AEW Dark Elevation and other things I may put out. I already got my schedule up for the Hanakamura, um, what did I say, memorial show, and also there'll be another memorial show on the 30th for Misawa, who was the founder of Pro Wrestling Noah, and there'll be other shows coming up, including for GCW. But for now, I must catch up what I can, and then I'll review all of that for all of you. So I'll see you guys in the next DWZ time, same DWZ channel. I must bid all of you adieu. So goodbye, and have a nice day. Bang.